You wanted it. You asked for it. We're going to go over it. Wednesday Rants, Gorilla Banter Podcast. I'm Brock Washington. Strap in. Don't go nowhere. Don't get dragged off. United Airlines. We're going to give it a talk. Stay tuned. Three quotes. Bear with me. I have a plan. What concerns me is not the way things are, but rather the way people think things are. Epictetus. That government is best which governs the least, because its people discipline themselves. Those who would give up essential liberty to purchase a little temporary safety deserve neither liberty nor safety. Benjamin Franklin. Now, what am I all talking about here? Where am I even going with this? For those of you living under a rock, a man on a United Airlines flight, on an overbooked flight, said that he was not going to get off the plane, was a little snarky with him, sure, but in no way physically assaulted them, was tased and carried off by some police officers / security guards, I think there was also there. And very upsetting, very troubling video. And there's been 8 million different opinions thrown out there. Most everybody agrees that what happened was wrong. I want to talk about how it could happen, why it got there. And that's what these quotes are about. That government is best which governs the least, because its people discipline themselves. Thomas Jefferson. You see, we've given up a lot of our discipline in the name of security. We've given up a lot of things, one little marble at a time over the years, just to ensure our own safety. And freedom was tested here. Drawing parallels among so many different things, so many basic civil liberties, and we prove to ourselves that in the name of safety, we will give our soul up. Just give it up. Give up our freedom to a corporation. What concerns me is not the way things are, but rather the way people think things are. You see, there was freedom lost all along the way in this today. In this whole scenario, freedom was given up. We gave up freedom to United Airlines and said, hey, your policies are in accordance with law, so that was a failure. The man who pulls a taser on another man sitting down who's just saying, I'm not gonna, and you tase him, you lost your freedom. The only man who remained free was the doctor who said, I'm not getting off this plane. I have to go home. I have patience. I have this deep-seated Hippocratic oath I like to employ, and it's the reason why I act the way I act. Those are all heartbreaking and troubling. But what about everybody else on the plane? What about everybody else who lost their freedom that day? Who gave themselves over in the name of fear, that if they stood up and said, whoa, bro, you're not taking him off this plane. Let's try to do this again. Let's try to see if there's someone else. Let's try to figure out something else. Can we just throw 3 bags off the plane and then we're good? What's the deal? Can we sit him in a stewardess seat? What? Oh, and by the way, we had to push these people off for United Airline employees. So your corporation rules all in this little domain. And it's just wrong. The freedoms were lost and were not exercised. And it's because we do not discipline ourselves anymore. It was injustice. There was a cry immediately that it was unjust. I'll probably for a very long time never forget watching the one woman sitting across the aisle from him screaming, "Look what you've done. What did you do? Look at it. Look what you did to him. That's wrong." And sitting next to her, looks like her husband, with this snarl on his face, just completely stomach churned at what he just saw. And yet the man was dragged off the plane. And everyone understood the situation. Everyone understood this wasn't because this man had some way threatened this plane. But no one stopped it. Now, I will never advocate mob mentality. I do not believe in mob mentality. I believe that cooler heads should prevail. However, when cooler heads do not prevail, exercise the freedom that you must discipline yourselves toward. Hold the line of integrity. Gut check. Fact check. Then go. There should have been so many people standing in that aisle blocking that way. Where were they at? Americans, man. My own blood brethren. Freedom. Freedom. And I can't even begin to quantify to you how much of it was lost. Just lost. I'm sorry for the hand slam. At what point do we start taking back ourselves and say, screw the terrorist, screw your corporate oversight, I am going to live by what's right? You see, we get so wrapped up in, should we make a law to protect this person, to protect this group, to protect this, and protect myself from the evil corporations, and capitalism is so broken. It's not broken. The people operating it have given themselves up to it. You just let the machine feed the machine with your own soul. And just, God dang it, you are the thing that fixes it. Hold steadfast to yourself, your freedoms, your liberty, or else you'll give it all up for just a little bit of safety each generation. A little bit of safety. Those who would give up essential liberty to purchase a little temporary safety deserve neither liberty nor safety. What concerns me is not the way things are, but rather the way people think things are. You see, there was each man stuck to his chair in fear, and I mean man and woman, that they would be given the same treatment. We allowed one of our brethren to be treated like the Omega Wolf, the old wolf snapped at and thrown out of the pack for his uselessness. And we let the alpha do it. When do we rise above that? Isn't that, I mean, I got forefathers here I'm quoting. I got a 2,000-year-old Stoic poet I'm quoting here. What point do we not buckle down, discipline ourselves, and realize that it is the way you teach who you want to be to you that matters? When did we lose our soul? I hope to God I'm wrong. I hope to myself I'm wrong. Gorilla Banter Podcast. Wednesday Rants. I'm Brock Washington. Like, subscribe. Tell me where I'm wrong. Stay strong, my simians. Stay strong.